Hey, good morning. God bless you guys. I hope you're having a great morning so far. Getting into today's morning motivation, here's what I was thinking about. We have to, dear body of Christ, dear Christian, we have to continue to show people grace. Sometimes it can be difficult. Sometimes people act dumb just for the sake of acting dumb. But guess what? You and I were once them, absent of the revelation of truth, unrepented in our life, not knowing who the Lord is or his grace towards us, his great forgiveness towards us, blinded by our own desires. You know, it goes even further than that into a spiritual war that is happening even now. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, the Apostle Paul writes that Satan has veiled them to the light of the glorious gospel. Unless the light of Christ should shine upon them, they turn and receive the Lord and enter in through revelation and salvation to understanding who God has actually divinely called them to be. Satan wants them to stay away from the Lord. And so we can't be a contributor to other people staying away from the Lord because we operate in anger and pride instead of giving people grace. You know, some people are just ignorant to the revelation of Christ. It doesn't mean that they're stupid. It doesn't mean that they can't understand. It's just that they don't know any better. And when we don't know better, we don't know to choose the better. And so we have to continue to give people grace. It's like this, like an example I always try to give people. If I come into your house and you let me in your house, right? And I knock over your lamp and I was walking straight towards it and it breaks on the ground, you're going to be upset. You're going to be like, what are you doing? Why did you knock over my lamp? You weren't paying attention, right? But if you turn me around and you look at me and you can see that I'm blind, your response to me will be a lot different than if I could see. And that's exactly how we have to look at people when they're absent of the revelation of Christ. If they weren't blinded to the revelation, their responses would be different. Their heart would be different. Their confession would be different. The way that they love would be different. The way their marriages run would be different. The way they raise their children would be different. Just because we've received something doesn't make us better than anyone. In fact, it actually empowers us to turn around and have grace for the world around us, to give them the same gospel we received. At least we can give them a chance to say yes to Jesus by sharing the gospel. Let's continue to give people grace, because I know at one point in time in my life, I rejected the Lord. I wanted nothing to do with him. I had people who would give me the gospel. I would continue to reject it, but it was planting seeds in my life. And God continuously demonstrated his grace towards me through people. And that's exactly who you and I should be today. Agents of change in this earth to represent Jesus correctly, bring the kingdom as people of the Lord, as children of God, to people who need the kingdom, and to give grace to people who don't deserve it, in the same way God gives grace to you and I, and we don't deserve it. Let's be a conduit for God's grace to the world around us, to the community we're in, to the people around us, understanding that they need the Jesus that we have. And sometimes you and I can shine as a light to this world so bright where it begins to draw them out of darkness. Let's start by giving grace and continue to be people who give grace to people. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.